Hey everybody, it's John Reinhardt here with Reinhardt Group LLC, and today I'm making this video due to the overwhelming positive response I got from my video where I guarantee subscriber growth with the YouTube short formula that I put together. And over 2,000 people have seen positive results from that video. So what I've done for this video is I compiled another list of 5 tips and trends that I am currently using and you can use for your long form YouTube videos. And it's almost impossible to guarantee anything in this life, but I'm seeing such positive results, there's just no doubt in my mind that YouTube will start to see a steady stream of subscribers start to roll in if you just follow these 5 tips and trends. I just started this channel about a month and a half ago, so I'm not a huge channel, nor do I have an affiliate page with thousands of subscribers. So I'm right there with you, shoulder to shoulder. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe right back to you. Just drop a comment so I know who to subscribe to. And like I said, they can't stop all of us. And just to let you know where my head is at with this video, 98% of the videos on this topic are clickbait. They come from very reputable pages with thousands of subscribers, but you watch the entire video and gain nothing. This video is nothing like that. You will gain something from this. These are the honest tips and trends that I'm using, and they are working. The first trend I need to touch base on is actually more of a rule. More specifically, the rule of thumb. Your thumbnail is quite possibly one of the most important aspects in pulling people into your YouTube videos. Think of it as a virtual billboard out there with millions of other virtual billboards. So it has to be appealing. And one of the most important parts of making a thumbnail appealing is the brand. You have to give your thumbnails a look. That way, when the general public sees one of your thumbnails, they instantly know, oh, that's one of his videos. And I've done this a couple different times just because of how many different forms of content I have on this channel. You'll range anywhere from 3D printing to roam the pit bull at a skate park. Speaking of that, I'll give a couple different examples on how I've been able to brand my thumbnails. So these are a couple examples of how I have personally branded my thumbnails, and I'm just using my face. And here's a couple examples of how I branded my dog Rome. Every time that you see one of those thumbnails, you know that's Rome the pit bull. And that's what we're after, that instant recognition. And it doesn't have to be your face. It can be anything from a logo to a certain background, like a nature background, a certain gradient color that is distinguishable to your page. So what I'm saying is you have options, but personally and statistically, it is hard to argue against the success rate of branding your thumbnails with your face. The most common mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to brand their thumbnails, I call the 2 overs. They will overuse the same thumbnail content to the point where you cannot differentiate between videos just by looking at the thumbnails. And then you start losing a ton of views just because the general public thinks, oh, I've already seen that video, because your thumbnail looks so much like the last video that they watched. And I know you're trying to build your brand up, but you have to differentiate a little bit when it comes to your thumbnails. Not every Louis Vuitton bag is gonna look the same. There's thousands of Louis Vuitton bags out there, but each Louis Vuitton bag is identifiably distinguishable back to that brand. So make sure your thumbnails are not the same, but similar. The second most common over mistake that I see is overcomplication. Don't overcomplicate your thumbnails. It needs to be visually appealing and not too much going on. And this right here is a prime example of overcomplication. Look at this freaking idiot, smiling like a moron, way too much stuff going on in this thumbnail. Hey, that's me. So keep your thumbnails enticing, but don't overcomplicate them to the point where they overwhelm viewers away from your video. Remember this saying, thumbnails get you views, but content is what gets you subscribers. I'll say it again. The thumbnails that you're making are what pull viewers into your videos. The content that you're producing are what would make somebody hit subscribe. So tip number 2 is going to revolve completely around your content. And for those of you still looking for a direction in which to take your content, may I suggest 3 categories. Category number 1, try to form your content in a way in which it answers a question, like an unboxing video, or in my personal case, how does 3D printing work, where I answer every question that I had when I was looking up how to do 3D printing. And category number 2, make content dealing with something that you are genuinely passionate about. So delve down into yourself and ask yourself, who are you? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? And make content directed towards that. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Making the content that you enjoy. I know we all want a booming YouTube channel producing millions of dollars, but you'll never get there producing content that you're not passionate about. How are you going to get millions of people to fall in love with your content when you don't love your content? So please stay passionate. And category number 3 would be focusing your content on something or things that you are struggling with or have been struggling with. Because I guarantee, he's using that G word again, that if you're struggling with something, there are thousands of people out there that are also struggling with the same thing. And these struggles can be big or small. There's people out there with millions of followers that just complain about the struggles of everyday life. And then there are some people out there that are going through a really, really tough time. And if you are one of those people that are just struggling with something that is so massive, I do encourage you to put yourself out there and try to turn crisis into opportunity. You never know who your voice is going to help. And this could be the beginning beginning of a whole new community of support led by yourself. So if you're still looking for a direction to take your YouTube videos, you're still looking for your community, your group, your niche, please try one of those 3 categories and you will start to find a group of people that follows you and enjoys your content. You just have to be genuine. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Thumbnails get you views, content gets you subscribers, but it's the hook within your content that's going to get the subscribers. And that hook that I'm talking about brings me to tip number 3, which is asking for the subscription. And I know that some content creators are a little hesitant to do this, but you do have to get over it. You do not want to be one of these pages with 10 million views on one of their videos and 1,200 subscribers, which goes to show that 10 million people are not just going to hit the subscribe button out of the kindness of their heart. They need to be told to hit the subscribe button. And I do believe a lot of the hesitation towards asking for the subscription comes from just not knowing the best way to do it. So let me break down my strategy for how I ask for the subscription, and maybe you'll feel a little bit better about doing the same. First, you're gonna need to download some green screen subscribe effects, and I'll put a link down in the description to the 2 that I have. And if you want more green screen effects than that, you can go ahead and screen record any video that you see with green screen effects and then take that video and put it in your video. I'll be doing a separate tutorial on exactly how that works, so make sure you boop that subscribe button so you don't miss that. It is so important that you know how to do it. And then after you have your green screen effects added, it makes it so much easier to ask for the subscription, because at that point in time, you're not really even asking for it. You're just narrating the video. I like to do 2 green screen effects per video, one in the first 45 seconds that ties into my introduction, and then one in the last 15 seconds that pairs with my outro. And if my video is longer than 6 minutes, I find somewhere in the middle to insert another green screen effect just to remind my viewers, hello, to hit that subscribe button. Now, in making that content that is 6+ minutes long, you're going to need to retain your audience's attention, which brings me to tip number 4, and that is eliminating dead space between your words. If you see any type of flat gap in your audio, I don't care if it's 0.1 seconds, delete it, get rid of it. When you're relaying information like this, it's important to be quick and concise, because the mind has a tendency to wander, especially when there are 4 other thumbnails on that page advertising for videos that aren't yours. Also, make sure you do this for any of your and any of your ponderings like, well, nobody needs to hear that. You're just losing people's attention. That brings me to my 5th and final tip of this video, which is the proper labeling that is going to please the YouTube algorithm in order for it to boost your video to thousands, if not millions of people. And that proper labeling starts with using keywords that are trending within your topic. How do I find related keywords that are trending within my topic? I'm a fan of vidIQ. I'll put a link down in the description to vidIQ. It's a great source if you want to know trending keywords, trending anything related to you. But a lot of their features relating to keywords are paid. And if you're a small channel just starting out and you don't want to pay for a subscription to vidIQ, I would highly recommend just Google searching related trending keywords to your topic. After I have my trending keywords, I like to put my title together and run that title through a website called CoSchedule, where they analyze the title of your video and give you a strength rating on it. It will also offer suggestions on how to increase that strength rating. I try to aim for a rating of about 76 before I post a video. That seems to be my sweet spot. So get out there and give that a go, and then watch as the YouTube algorithm picks up on it and your reach increases. And guys, there you have it. You now know how to make a thumbnail that's going to get the views, create the content that's going to build a following, asking for the subscription within your videos, keeping the audience's attention throughout the entirety of that video, and then labeling properly to reach thousands, if not millions, of future potential subscribers. And even if you just take one of those principles and apply it to your YouTube content, I guarantee you that your subscriber base will increase. That's all that I have right now, but if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. I would so greatly appreciate it. And I'm currently working on 3 other videos that I guarantee you will grow your subscriber base, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that content. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support, all the comments, all the likes. I cannot thank you enough. I look so forward to seeing you guys next time. Please be safe.